Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. Myself Brijesh Bhatia. Well, Nifty has been very volatile in the last week, where we saw 16,800 on the last Monday with the gap down opening. We saw back towards 17,500, and this is all on the back of news that Russia will attack Ukraine. Yes or not? There are various news been coming. The troops are going ahead for the war. Their troops are coming back, but the volatility has been very severe, and it's not a trader's cup of tea. Keeping the momentum check with the M2M plus and minus in the recent scenario. Well, the stock specific action has been there, but looking at the trader sentiment, I think this is a no trading zone for a trader. I have posted the chart of Nifty as well in my Telegram group. In case you are not following me on Telegram, the link is there in the description below. You can follow the link of my Telegram channel, and you can check the charts where I post regular updates, what the technical structure look on Nifty or some of the sectoral indices if there is some interesting. Coming on to the today's video, if I look at if the market recovers from here, should you continue hold PSU bank or should you shift on to the private bank? Well, from start of 2021, I would say the Q4 of 2020, PSU has been very strongly outperforming against the private bank index, and thanks to the Bank of Baroda, thanks to the Canara Bank, thanks to the SBI, which has been strongly outperforming in the current scenario. Will the PSU bank rally continue or should you shift the focus onto the private banks? So first, let's look at the PSU bank index, what the charts are saying. If you look at right from 2017 highs, if I just draw the trend line, we have seen a breakout of PSU bank index. But in the recent scenario, if you look at the two red lines, the upper resistance has been very strong for the PSU bank index. Though they have been after a 200 days, above the 200 days average for quite some time now. But if you look at the structure, I think they are trading at the resistance zone, and this is slightly. I think market for the PSU bank might stay in a range for quite some time in the coming weeks. At the same time, if I look at the private bank index now, if you look at the index now, since 2016, it has always respected 200 days average. Again, 2020 was the black swan event, though the fall was very severe, but the recovery was very sharper as well. So v-shaped recovery back above the 200 days average, and every time it tests around 200 days average, it goes 3-5% plus and minus, and then come back with very stronger bullish trend. So I think look at the green line over here. It has been consolidating around the 200 days average, and the resistance line, the red couple of red lines, the previous highs, the lower red line is the previous highs which has been taking support. Now if you look at the upper red line, it is slightly placed around 19,800, 19,900. So keeping a psychological base of 20,000 at current point of time, I think about 20,000, this private bank index will be one of the strongest outperformer index, sectoral index, I think, in the coming weeks to looking into the banking space. Again, what could lead the stock specific action could remain very interesting. But ICICI Bank is well placed, IndusInd Bank is well placed. If you look at the structure, Axis Bank is slightly outperforming into the private bank space. So these are the stocks I think could see a huge run up supporting the private bank index over the PSUs. One thing which has struck me why I think that PSU might take a pause over the private is look at this chart over the ratio chart of PSU bank over the private bank. Now if you look at the structure over here, okay, this is chart since 2009, and this is a weekly scale. If you look at the green line over here, this is 200 weekly moving average. Since then, since 2009, this has never moved above the 200 weekly moving average. And this is the first sign I think that the PSU bank will take a pause. Again, if you look at the lower panel over here, since 2020, Q4 2020, it has, the PSU has been outperforming over the private bank. But at current point of time, the PSU might take a pause for probably 6 to 8 weeks, where private banks could come back very strong. And this is the reason I think that one should focus from PSU's bank from a trading per se towards the private bank. And if you look at the RSI on the lower panel of the same chart, it's been resisting around the oversold territory of 70 and multiple resistance sign, which is slightly making me cautious that this ratio chart indicates that private are coming back very strongly over the PSU. So I think from a trading percent, switch on to the private banks over the PSU. Well, investment wise, I still believe SBI could be the into the PSU, if you're looking at, could be the one which could see a huge upside. But from a trading percent, from a 6 to 8 weeks momentum, I think private banks plays out to be a very good bet over the PSUs. Again, keep in mind that the private bank index should cross over 20,000 levels, keeping a resistance of 19,800 and psychological level of 20,000. I think once the 20,000 is taken out, we could see a fast and furious rally coming into the private bank index, and one should definitely focus on the private bank over PSU. Signing off, Brijesh Bhatia.